The forests had always belonged to her. Diana, goddess of the hunt, protector of the wild, watched over the trees, the beasts, the moonlit trails. She had once been revered. Offerings left at her sacred groves, whispered prayers uttered under her watchful gaze. But the voices had grown quiet. The humans no longer honored her. They entered her forests, tearing through them carelessly, hunting for sport, cutting trees with no regard for balance. They mocked the old ways. They built stone houses where once stood sacred shrines. She had warned them, but mortals never listened. Now she watched from the shadows, silent, waiting. One night, a group of hunters laughed as they sharpened their blades beneath the full moon. They spoke of how the stories of Diana were nothing but myths. No goddess controlled them, they boasted. The deer, the wolves, the land itself. They believed it was theirs to take, theirs to ruin. A breeze rustled through the trees, though the night had been still. The hunters paused, eyes shifting. The moonlight suddenly dimmed, as though something unseen had passed before it. Then the whisper came. "You should not have come." The hunters stood, gripping their weapons. The voice was everywhere, yet nowhere. A chill crawled up their spines. They laughed, nervously now calling out to the darkness, daring whatever lurked beyond the trees. The wind howled. The trees bent as if bowing before something unseen. Then one hunter, Martin, screamed. His companions turned to him, but he was already gone. Just the imprint of his boots remained where he had stood, his breath vanishing into the air. The whisper returned. "You never respected me." Another hunter fell, silent, dragged into the abyss. No blood, no body, just the sound of shifting leaves, the crackle of snapping branches. The remaining men turned to run, but the forest would not let them leave. The path had changed. The trees twisted inward, forming a cage of shadows and thorns. The moon no longer guided them. It had abandoned them. They called her name now, begging for mercy. "Too late," she whispered. The last hunter dared to raise his blade against the darkness. He swung wildly, screaming into the void. Then the antlers appeared, towering, gleaming, not of any beast, but of her. Diana, guardian of the forsaken, judge of the disrespectful. She was beautiful and monstrous. He dropped his weapon. "You took from me. You mocked me. You defiled my land." The hunter tried to speak, but the shadows consumed his voice. He fell to his knees, his breath leaving him, his skin turning pale as moonlight. By morning, the forest was still. The hunters had vanished as though they had never existed. The townspeople searched for them, but found only their footprints, leading into the woods, never out. That night the whispers began again. "You should respect me." And no one dared enter Diana's forest again. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please subscribe to be notified once the new stories are released.